Have we learned anything about the receiver group now that we're another week into fall camp?
We just got to keep improving. That's exactly what we learned. I mean, I think we pretty much learned something every day. I mean, I think that's the point of practice. So as long as we continue to practice at a high level and go into the film room and find the issues that we have and continue to make adjustments and fix those things, I think that we'll continue to head in the right direction.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, last time we talked to you, I know you kind of broke down what you were looking for maybe out of the X receiver specifically, but has the process started in terms of figuring out what roles these guys are going to play in the offense? Or?
Not really. We're still in the middle of camp right now. So, I mean, guys are getting put in different locations, different spots to kind of see what they can and can't do. I have somewhat of an idea, but at the end of the day, one day, hey, it may show that this, but then guess what? I put them in another position that shows something even better at another spot. So just trying to figure out, hey, what is the best possible position to put these guys in so that they can have success.
Is there an ideal time to have that figured out, or
the most ideal time is when we play Western Kentucky? So that is the most ideal time to have that all figured out. So it might be the day before, it might be the day of. We're going through a walkthrough, and I realize, hell, hold up, you know what? Let's put this guy in a different position, a different spot, and legitimately. I'm not saying that to be facetious or anything like that. I'm saying that because that's the truth of it. We prepare all the way up until kickoff, and then we're preparing through the game, and we're continuing to prepare all the way until the last snap of the game. So there is no finite answer, that this is it. No, we'll figure it out as we go along.
Hey, Coach, how does having savvy veteran receivers like Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, Jeremy Bernard, even Emanuel Henderson Jr., how does that just help the development of young, talented receivers like Ryan Williams, Caleb Oldham, even Cole Adams, or just Bubba Hampton in that perspective?
At the University of Alabama, I think there's an expectation, there's a standard that each person is put at whatever position it is. I mean, you look over the history of this program and the elite receivers that have played here and are playing in the National Football League and garnering major attention at that level as well. Well, that's the standard. So I really don't care if you've had a lot of experience playing. I don't care if you're a freshman. I don't care if you transfer here. I care that you're able to go out there and execute the offense at a high level. And if you do that, then guess what? We'll have a chance to be successful. So, of course, having some older guys who have been in the game and can tell them, hey, how this might go or that might go throughout a game week is helpful. But ultimately, it's about how you perform when you get on the field.
In this camp, Coach, how have you seen Emanuel Henderson perform at that high level, being at that wide receiver spot?
Emanuel Henderson is coming out there every day and executing our offense at a very, very high level. He is pushing everybody in the room to be great at what they do. He shows up early, leaves late every single day. He's made some extremely explosive plays throughout this camp. So super excited about where he's going and where he's headed for the season.
Sheridan talked about cross-training receivers at all three spots. How would you assess the progress that you've made being able to put guys and slot them differently?
Absolutely. Even in the middle of giving a call today, we were able to switch up Kobe and Emanuel Henderson and put them in different spots, and they were able to execute it like they've been doing it their entire life. So that piece of it, I think we're starting to garner exactly what we need, because you just don't want the defenses that we're going to play against to really get a beat on, hey, you're always going to do this with this guy, you're always going to do that with this guy. We want to make sure that they have to kind of guard every single thing so each player doesn't, give away tendencies in the offense.
What's the biggest strength in the receiver room, and where do you want to see some improvement?
We're super fast. I mean, that right there, from the beginning, I think we roll out of bed and run fast. I mean, without stretching, I think these guys can really accelerate and run at a high level. I think that what we have to do is, as far as learning technique of route running, and that's where, you got a bunch of guys in the room who really haven't played the position very much. Kendrick Law, as physically gifted as he is as a young man, he just hasn't played the position a ton. So understanding route depths, getting in and out of breaks, okay? I call it stress bread takers. I think I've said this before, but, talking about, hey, the important things related to the stance. Hey, triangle read, the releases. why I'm doing the release. You get a lot of people doing all these cute releases and they're putting them on YouTube and all over all these videos and stuff like that, and everybody goes in there and likes it and oohs and all. But why am I doing that release? I need to understand the why of what I'm doing now, okay? How you stem a route to be able to gain leverage, lose leverage, all right, and gain it back again when I need to, okay? How do I get in and out of my break? Now, how do I depart from the break? And finally, how do you catch the ball at a high level? I mean, all of it's important, and that's where we're really honing in to make sure we're dialing down and progressively teaching these guys how to run routes at a high level.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.